Now, KCAU 9 News starts with your forecast first.
Good evening, Siouxland. Thanks for joining us on this Thursday. We're getting a live look outside from the Ho-Chunk Center camera in downtown Sioux City. Abundant sunshine today and some more warmth than we've had the last couple days as we kick off the month of April. Looking at temperatures now, you can see that those are mainly in the 50s at this time. It's 52 in Orange City, 51 in Cherokee, reporting a temperature of 57 in Wayne. Some more heat is coming our way for the Easter holiday weekend. We'll talk about 70s and 80s. It's all in the 9 on 9 forecast. KCAU 9 News at 6 starts right now.
We are Siouxland proud. This is KCAU 9 News at 6.
Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Sophie Erber.
And I'm Tim Seaman. A constitutional amendment to permanently restore voting rights to Iowa felons who finished their sentence will not be moving forward in the Iowa State House.
The news marks the third time now the lawmakers have failed to advance this measure backed by Governor Kim Reynolds. It is our top story at 6. But like in previous years, the Senate did fail to bring it to full committee. And that's why the amendment unanimously passed the Iowa House last week.
Proposals to amend the Iowa Constitution must pass 2 consecutive General Assemblies and win a majority vote among state voters. Now, the earliest Iowa voters could now weigh in on that change would be 2024.
Last summer, Governor Kim Reynolds signed her own executive order restoring felon voting rights, ending Iowa's status as the last state to require felons to apply individually for that right again. But Reynolds' order could be reversed by future governors. Democratic leaders tonight say not enough is being done on COVID-19 or other important topics as the second funnel week winds down. They're saying that Senate Democrats introduced around 24 COVID-19 bills, with just one becoming a policy. State Representative Jennifer Converst says that there are several issues not moving forward after this week because the Republican majority did not take them up.
A couple of the things that haven't moved that frustrated me and that I know a lot of Iowans are going to be frustrated about because they're very popular and they've been encouraged by not just Democrats but Republicans and even the governor. The capping insulin at $100, helping Iowans with prescription drug costs. All of these things are things that Iowans across the board overwhelmingly want.
The Senate leaders also called on Governor Kim Reynolds to veto a gun bill that gets rid of the state's requirement to hold a valid permit in order to purchase a gun.
Meanwhile, Iowa grocers have lost a legal battle to change the state's bottle bill standard. That leaves the fate of the 40-year-old bottle deposit law up to state legislators. Under a House bill, retailers would be able to reject empty beverage containers as long as that business contracts with a local redemption center. The Senate's version increases the fee paid to redemption centers and allows dealers to refuse to accept beverage containers if there is a nearby redemption center. Now, a different Senate bill would require wholesalers to sell beverages to retailers to place unredeemed deposits in separate accounts in order to account for. And lawmakers now must find common ground between those two versions.
Iowans do like the bottle bill, but we have to be sympathetic to the infrastructure out there. Just because we like something doesn't mean we can pass an unfunded mandate onto all these industries and turn around and say, make it happen, when we know the current system is not sustainable and is collapsing. Whether you're from the grocer side, whether you're from the distributor side, whether you're from the recycling center side, everyone's coming to us with different problems saying that the status quo is not working.
Lawmakers say that it's too soon to decide, but they'll need to find a compromise before the final deadline, which is tomorrow.
A Sioux City man is in custody tonight after leading police on a pursuit Wednesday night. 22-year-old Joshua Green is now charged with felony eluding, driving while intoxicated, and also driving without a license, among other traffic offenses. Police report seeing Green speed down an alleyway in Sioux City before cutting off his lights and getting on I-29. That pursuit ended near Sloan. Deputies noticed drug paraphernalia at Green's feet. He denied using illegal substances, but he did fail a field sobriety test.
Another large group of workers is being vaccinated against the coronavirus. Western Iowa Tech Community College and Siouxland District Health joining for a drive-through clinic in the college parking lot today. With faculty and staff, employees were all eligible until supplies ran out, and we were told about 180 doses of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine were available to those coming through that drive-through clinic.
More people getting those vaccinations. I said we know we're just that one step closer to everybody wanting to get back to normal. So we appreciate everybody's help with that.
That Johnson & Johnson vaccine requires only one injection. Colleges across Siouxland are continuing to gain access to the COVID vaccination from Johnson & Johnson. That first step of the process underway in many places.
That's right. A lot of colleges are favoring it because it's just that one shot,
Simple.
like you mentioned. Yeah.
And as they head home for a break, too, there's been some talk about that, the summer months, being vaccinated before then.
That's right.
Well, the wind is still making a bit of a biting chill across Siouxland, no doubt.
It was quite chilly, but at least it warmed up this evening, and I hear, Scott, warm up in the future.
Yes, we can look forward to some much warmer temperatures in line for the Easter holiday weekend. Today we had some seasonal conditions for the start of April. It was very cold this morning. The temperature descended all the way to 14 degrees in Sioux City. Highs this afternoon mainly in the 50s, but there were a couple of 60s out to the west in Albion and O'Neill. Checking out the Easter holiday weekend, you can see that temperatures will jump higher as it looks like we'll be in the 70s on Friday and Saturday before we have our first 80s of 2021 coming up on Easter Sunday. Quite a treat there. We'll let you know if that lasts through next week in the full forecast in a few minutes. Back to you.
I like those eggs, Scott. Nice work.
Right, really cute forecast. Well, trucking across the country for hours with no place to rest. That is where many truck drivers are finding themselves after long days of driving.
KCAU-9 reporter Lydia Vasquez joins us live tonight from a truck stop near Singing Hills, and she's explaining why truckers say it's just a major safety concern they're facing.
That's right, Tim and Sophie. I spoke with a trucker today who tells me after around 7 p.m. it's almost impossible to find a spot to park and rest. Now, because of that, trucker William Needham says it forces drivers to park in unsafe places, like on off-ramps or on the side of the highway. Needham tells me a lack of parking has never been this bad.
There's more and more trucks on the road these days, you know, compared to 30-something years ago when I started. I mean, and the more trucks you get out here, the more parking you need, and there's just not enough for us.
Tonight at 10, we'll take a deeper look at some of the major concerns truck drivers say a lack of parking has on them and anyone who drives on the road. Reporting live in Sioux City, Lydia Vasquez, KCAU-9 News.
All right, thanks, Lydia. We'll see you at 10. And over in Vermilion, USD faculty today broke ground this afternoon, signaling the start of a new project that has been in development now for more than a decade. All thanks to a generous gift from Delta Dental of South Dakota. The campus raised enough money for the expansion of their medical and science building. That will include more programs now, along with brand new labs and simulation centers for their students. Construction of the new Health and Sciences building is projected to be complete by August of 2023.